The story begins with poetic lines about seeing worlds in small things, holding infinity and eternity in one's grasp. This is followed by the famous poem Ozymandias, describing ruins of a once mighty king whose works have turned to dust, with only broken stone legs and a shattered face remaining in the desert as testament to his forgotten power. A cryptic warning emerges about an approaching moment of choice between death and rebirth. The speaker references chaos that has already destroyed countless realms. This sets the tone for an otherworldly journey through a decaying cosmic landscape. A being describes itself as a monument in a forsaken world that once served a god. It warns that this realm has become a somber vault, and the wanderer has become entangled in its mysterious existence. The cosmos itself has apparently met its end long ago. Elder gods bound by necrophosis, a form of eternal decay, address the wanderer, expressing surprise at seeing someone venture into their domain after eons. They offer passage if the wanderer helps them escape their eternal servitude. A ghostly cosmic entity awakens to guide the wanderer toward the gate of death, which has crumbled into decay. It describes a realm that was once death's domain, but is now a cosmic museum where relics of time remain, suggesting that even death itself may die. A gatekeeper expresses surprise at the appearance of consciousness itself. The path forward requires payment with souls to grant passage. Only by feeding a lantern with forsaken souls can the way into darkness be opened, as no other paths remain. A former deity of dreams, with spider-like features, describes their fall. Once they wove beautiful fantasies that attracted entities from shadow in light, but their dreams turned to nightmares that tore their soul apart. Now they're trapped within their own creations, alongside a suffering turtle companion. Entities restate that the pathway into darkness requires the essence of souls as payment. They warn that even consciousness cannot comprehend the horrors dwelling within the darkness, describing what lies ahead as a realm of unimaginable terror and despair. Tiffanus, a being cursed with eternal life but not eternal youth, describes his torment of endless decay. He bears 4 masks representing fragments of his existence, but one is missing. He requests help finding his missing face, offering an ancient coin in return. A being bound to a stone tablet since time lost meaning, suffers from an unending thirst. Trapped by necrophosis, it asks for anything that might quench its eternal thirst, even if only in thought, and offers a relic of its existence in exchange. A former ferryman of souls, now petrified by necrophosis, offers wisdom instead of passage. This realm serves as both prison and vault, where ancient entities are preserved as trophies in a morbid collection, their power and anguish still lingering within this forsaken place. An entity addresses the wanderer as having the crown of consciousness within their essence. To move beyond this realm, the wanderer must find 3 crowns hidden in the shadows of crumbled kingdoms. Only by reuniting these symbols of power can the chains binding these beings be severed. Ancient beings mock the wanderer's consciousness, claiming to be woven from dreams and nightmares of a greater blind force that thrashes in the void. They warn that the wanderer's current suffering is merely the beginning of torment that will echo through the cosmos. An entity offers a fragment of something that once devoured stars and consumed light. Though its purpose is faded to memory, they claim the wanderer will need this relic that remains from a cosmic devourer older than decay itself. A trapped being begs to be freed from eternal stillness, longing to see the world beyond its wall. It promises to guide the wanderer through this forgotten nightmare if they can find a way to release it from its confinement. of being warns of an approaching final sacrifice where the wanderer must offer themselves. This sacrifice will cause their consciousness to fracture across a newborn universe, experiencing the joys and suffering of all souls yet to be born. Breaking or upholding this cycle may be their salvation or undoing. A profound revelation: the wanderer is a fragment of a single consciousness that birthed all things. The entity holds a brain that once belonged to the wanderer in a previous cycle. Every being that ever existed is a fragment of this original consciousness, which must repeatedly sacrifice itself so others may live. The narrative speaks of a sealed ancient consciousness of chaotic power. The cosmos requires this raw destructive force to maintain creation's delicate balance. The wanderer's arrival rekindles a forgotten promise to shatter the confinement of this primeval chaos and restore the universe's cycle. A final entity speaks of an ancient seal, once used to keep a great force locked in slumber. This seal was stolen by beings who sought to shape their own universe, a world that ultimately crumbled. The entity asks the wanderer to find the scattered, forgotten seal so it can reclaim what was taken.